guys, my name is JC and I'm going to talk to y'all about cupping therapy. So has anybody experienced that dual muscle achy pain that's really annoying, it won't go away?
Yes.
Alright, so through sports, I experienced that a lot and I discovered cupping. So in this presentation, I'm going to discuss what cupping therapy is, why people choose to do cupping therapy, where you can have it done, and at the end I'm going to give a little example of what to do. So can anybody tell me the famous athlete that is known for cupping?
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps. Alright, so what is cupping therapy? So back in the ancient days in China, there's an alternative form of medicine that they use as cupping. It's one of the oldest forms of therapy. The special cups create suction on the skin and it draws the fluid to the top. So here's some pictures from the olden days of the cupping. And there's different types of cups. So what I have right now is the silicone cup, and it's just a manual press. You also use silicone cups, and they do a manual pump. There's glass that you see with the fire technique, and also bamboo. Bamboo is more of the traditional medicine. So there's two different cupping methods. There's dry cupping method, which is the most known, and people use that more often. And then there's also the wet method, which is where they make a small incision in the skin and it draws the fluid up and it creates, it's a method of healing. So people use cupping because it heals anemia, typical muscle discomforts, arthritis, sometimes fertility disorders, multiple skin problems, acne, shingles. It also helps with hypertension, which is high blood pressure. It can help with migraines, and that's what I personally use it for. Anxiety, depression, which is more of the massage technique. Allergies, I've seen that done, and varicose veins, which are the spider veins that you see in some older women's legs. And you can also have it done as a facial. So there are some side effects. So can anybody think of them? Think of other side effects? Yep. Bruises.
Burns.
Yeah. So, especially with the fire technique, the dry method, you can have burns. There is mild discomfort. Personally, I've had it done my T-bands, and that was just, it's not fun. Tight calves, it can cause bruises like this. Those usually go away. Skin infection, especially with the wet cupping, just because it's an incision into the skin. So why do people choose cupping? A lot of people choose cupping for pain management. It can also be used to increase the blood circulation in the area, relaxation, maintaining their well-being, to receive a deep tissue massage. So cupping is not always recommended for everybody, especially in young children, so under the age of 4. If they're over 4, sometimes they can have it done just like in small increments of time. People with fragile skin, so a lot of times older people or people taking certain types of medication that makes their skin thin. Pregnant people can have this done, they just try and avoid the abdomen area and the lower back. Women who are menstruating and people who take blood thinning medication, so that these two are mainly for the wet cupping method. So where can you have cupping done? I personally have done cupping therapy with my athletic trainer. You can have it done at massage spas, wellness centers. Some physical therapy clinics do it, but it's a self-pay method. Or athletic trainers, or you can even do it to yourself. So I do it to myself now. So you can buy your cups at Walmart, Amazon, Target, almost anywhere. Just search cupping. And these are the cups that I have right now. And then these are the other silicone cups that you can manually pump it out. That's what I've had done to me, but so the cost of cupping, insurance usually doesn't cover alternative medicines, so a lot of the time it's self-pay. So if you're getting it done at like a wellness center or a PT clinic, it usually costs between $30 and $80. Most health insurances don't cover it. And then if you're buying your own set, mine were really cheap, like 20 bucks. You can buy up to $40 or a really nice like glass set for even more, just depending on how much you want to spend on it. So far I've gone over what cupping is, why people choose cupping, and where you can have cupping done. And then can I have a volunteer?
Ooh, I'll do it.
Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do your arm.
Okay.
And the first thing you wanna do is clean it off with alcohol.
Why are you cleaning it with alcohol?
So I clean off with alcohol for the lotion. It just kind of cleans the skin and it helps it will absorb better. I'm just gonna clean the forearm off. Dry. And then what I'm gonna do the next step is just adding a little bit of lotion to help with the lubrication and the movement of the cups. So just a little pea-size amount. I don't want to rub the lotion in all the way, but just enough. Alright, okay, the next step is the cup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the cup on the skin and I'm going to press down. Okay, so it has quite a bit of suction. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back on the skin to add traction and then pull the cup. And then release. I'll just do like 2 passes and then you add back on. And release. So what that's doing, it's releasing the muscle tension and it helps with any kind of tightness that you have. So can you explain what that kind of felt like?
Yeah, it actually felt good. It's sort of this relieving, you feel the tension, you feel it sucking up into the cup, but then as she pulls, the muscle relaxes. And it feels good.
Yeah. So that was a gentler spot on the body. So, so does anybody have any questions?
I have one. So if you were to do one for, say, like having migraines, do you actually do cupping like on the temples? Is it more in the neck? Where do you actually place the cups?
So when I do it on myself, I do it on the back of the neck. So I try and do it on the traps especially because that's where a lot of my tightness is and that's why I have headaches. So I did it on the traps and then I go back in the back of the neck. I have seen it done on the face, and one of the side effects of cupping is bruising or a hickey. So it looks kind of silly. So my sister has done it on the face and so I left a nice little mark. But yeah, for headaches, most of the time you put it on the back of the neck, or even with allergies also, they put it on the back of the skull, so right here. Yeah, any more questions?
So, what about like, are there any differences between like the silicone and the glass or anything like that? Or is it pretty much just all the general, like the suction, it benefits?
A lot of it is the same. So with the silicone, these are made for movement, so it's not made to just stay on the skin, unlike the glass is made for just staying on the skin. So it's just sediment, it's in one spot. But with these, and then the other type of silicone where you pump out, those are made for movement as well. And then personally, I've never used the bamboo, so can't really talk about that one. Okay.
Do you have a preference of you use silicone more because it, I guess, is maybe a little bit cheaper, and of course you can do it on yourself, but did you feel a difference whenever you did get a fire cupping done?
Yeah, so the fire cupping I did as a massage and it was more relaxing, and then with these, it was purposely to get out all of my tightness. Yeah, all right.
How often can you do it? Like, is it as often as possible?
Yeah, you can do it as often. It's alternative medicine, so it shouldn't be harming you. But I try and do it once a week, but I don't recommend like twice a day. So, all right, thanks guys.